Well, let's talk markets and see what is happening. The market is closing negative with the all-share index down today, 0.01%. What top gainers? We have Regalinks, we have Livestock, we have Multiverse, we have Maya, we have Linkashore. Losers for today, we have MPF Microfinance Bank on the loser train. We have RT Briscoe, we have Prestige, we have Nigerins, and we have Charms. Well, I have Effiong Ekop in the house already to look at all of these figures. The market was positive yesterday, and I was so hopeful, thinking we will sustain that. But like you always say, this is the time where we can't really predict or project. Take it away.
It is the market that is doing hit and run kind of transactions. And what happened yesterday, you know, it would not be sustained. Right now, our feeling is that we will have more of negative threats in the market because everything points, you know, downward. The incentives to play it up in the positive directions are not there, or even if they are very, very limited. Although people still look into the banking subsector, we've seen the results that they have presented for all their trades for last year. And so profit taking are taking place in the sector. People now have to, you know, move away from it. And with the pressure that we see in the domestic market, the economy being weak, the exchange rate, you know, fuel thing, all of these things will put pressure to investors and fund managers to know that, you know, profits in businesses would likely be diminished, and so they hold back some funds so that they won't burn their fingers. And so that's what today's trade. Highly depressed stocks, you have First Bank Group, you have a GT company, Jayes Bank, International Breweries, you know, FCN, Cocoa, Champs, so many of them in many of the subsectors. And that is to say that we are in for low trades for a very long time to come. This second quarter is likely going to, you know, lead to more of lower trades, and in fact, investors not getting exactly what they want at the end of the day. Because after the economic issues that we are looking at, you have to consider political activities that are also shaping the economy. And that one is very, very strong. Politicians are very forceful in whatever they want to do. They may not mind the effects or implications that such actions will have on the economy, so long as it will give them political goals. Do you understand? But here you are talking of business and the economy. We have to, on our own, see how to mitigate it from our own little circles. You understand? I'm not saying that the government will not care about the economy, but we know how things
of course, there is always that shift, you know, focus and all of that, and the concentration.
Those who seek political offices, they will rather want to get it by all means, at all costs.
Well, by all means, that's well relative, because the voters will actually be the ones to decide who leads them at the end of the day.
I didn't mean it.
I get it. Just on a lighter note, I'm thinking about investors now coming back into Nigerian market, and this talks about confidence. You know, I always worry and I talk about this confidence, and when we talk about it, you see the big one, just like the discussion I had before you came in. We're talking about the SIM card linkages, how this can help address security issues and what we face as a country.
So for now, the market will need to play largely with local, you know.
Are they doing well? Are the investors doing well?
The local operators, in a way, I would say they are doing well. In fact, they have surprised many of us, because until we had COVID-19, we did not know that local players can really take up. So if you talk about foreigners that will come with dollars, it will take a long while, you know, before we see many of them coming with the huge portfolios. Not that they are not willing to take advantage of our local economy, but because of what is even happening in their own European settings or even Asian environments. So those things are beginning to trap them in their own way. So before they cross over here, it is but one thing that is a disincentive to this international thing is the value of our naira. We should find something to do about that. It is disturbing, you know.
Do you want us to devalue the naira?
Already, do you think the value is...
The naira is not properly priced. I agree with you. My friend there, Effiong Ekop, he can go on and on when it has to do with markets and, of course, money issues. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
All right, then.